another episode of Most Man. This is an exclusive episode. This is one we're going to bang out next week to get y'all's opinion on some stuff. But anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartMedia. We are on Rumble now too. Hit us up on Rumble out there. Rumble's not censoring anybody. We can say what the hell we want to say over there. All right, themostmen.com is the website. info@themostmen.com is the email if you want to reach out. We also have jointhemensclub.com, which dovetails into the Most Men website. So, again, this is, we'll just call this an emergency meeting.
Supplemental.
Yeah. Yeah. Holding on to your saber over there?
I'm trying to. Let's see. Have I got it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I'll just stand like this the rest of the time.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see where mine is over here. We can fight. Yeah.
Mine's bigger than yours.
Yeah, let's duel.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
That's why he makes the big money back there.
Yeah. That's Tyler back there being Tyler. So, hello, boys. That's what this episode's all about. Look at our, the new koozie, okay? That's what we're going to talk about on this one is all the merch we got coming up, and we're going to go through all the merch that is in the man kit right now that we're building, but we also want y'all's opinion on some stuff. So that's what this one is about.
There's some merch in there that's on the chopping block if we can upgrade. So we need to, ratchet it up.
Some opinions. So here's my question to everybody. Okay, we're gonna go through, and on this episode that we're gonna release this next week. It is Thursday right now, so we'll edit it tomorrow or Monday and get it out first next week. It's a question that I have for y'all. Okay, me and Tyler have been going over it. You've been so damn busy, I hadn't had time to go through it with you. But I've asked everybody that I know. It's like what? So the man kit, it comes with it's a customized box. And Tyler's going to display all this on the screen for you so you can see what everything looks like. But it's going to be with all of our logos and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we can have some mock-ups by next week to where we can actually see what it looks like. So, but new logo. The balls are gone. This is our new logo, and I fucked up. Either I fucked up or they fucked up, and we didn't get the website on there, a QR code, nothing. I mean, that's all right. We didn't order that many of them. So
yeah, this was the preliminary wave.
No, I was so sick of not having anything, with all this branding issues and copyright shit. And I was like, well, we're having our own shit next time. So that's why I just ordered them fast. So the question is, so I'll go over here in a minute what items we've locked in. I think they're pretty cool. Everybody else thinks they're pretty cool. But we want y'all's opinion, and so my question is, what would you want if you had your ideal man kit? Okay, you get your man card back, you get your challenge coin, which represents getting your balls back, even though we've gotten rid of the balls. Challenge coin is your coin. It's like a military coin, or like what the military does. Law enforcement, any big organization to where you're part of something, right? You get a challenge coin, and
they're like AA.
No, those are chips.
Okay. Well, that's a big organization.
No, those are
and growing by the day.
No, they get God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We'll be there soon.
Yeah, we got some AA shtick going on this one. That's later, but okay, so. But this challenge coin is just it's being a part of something like the men's club, because once you buy your man kit, you join the men's club. So then we get your 12-step recovery list to how to retain your man card and your Webels. Okay. Then you're gonna get a T-shirt, a tumbler that is multifunctional. It'll do cocktails, drinks, water, iced tea. It's not a huge one, but here's what's cool about it: is it's a tumbler where you can do whiskey, whatever,
Coffee.
whatever refreshment you want, right? But then you can put a 12-ounce can in it, or a beer bottle, and or a water bottle, and it's a koozie and a tumbler. So it's pretty cool. Tyler will show us a picture of it. Then we got okay. So we got the box. We got some badass stickers being made. Some really nice pins. The tumbler, the challenge coin, your man card, and these man cards are badass. One is we got new man cards because I wanted it to be substantial, something that you would use. So these have a bottle opener on them, and it's a metal card. If you can imagine a metal credit card, you know how heavy those are. Have you ever had one or felt one or
No.
heard somebody fling one on the countertop? Well, they're the thickness of a regular credit card, but they're metal or aluminum or whatever. You could bend it, but it would take you. Well, this man card is 3 times the thickness of that. So it's 3 times the thickness of a regular credit card, but it's metal. So you ain't fucking bending this thing. Like it's not going anywhere. And then I got just regular man cards. If you don't want the bottle opener, you can just get the regular one. But the bottle opener is pretty cool. So then you get a T-shirt. We've got some badass T-shirts where it's going to have this new logo right here. The M will be right here. Then Most Man logo at the top of the neck. Then we're debating on American flag here, and then our join the men's club logo without the beautiful sack. That sign we used to have that said join the men's club. It's going to say joined the men's club. Still debating on that. So American flag or American flag, Texas flag, logo. What do y'all think? Okay. Now Texas is just because we're from Texas. Then we had the debate. Well, is not everybody's from Texas. We are.
That's their problem.
Well, that's kind of the way I see it too. But I thought it'd be cool. But it's up for debate what's going on the sleeves, and maybe nothing goes on the sleeves because it's expensive and it's tedious work, and I don't want to just jack the price of this thing up to where people are like, "Oh, fuck that! I ain't gonna pay for that," right?
Yeah,
Because
it can't be too nice.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it to be to where they're like, "Yeah, fuck, man."
I get a loan.
Yeah. So, okay, so that you get your shirt, and then you get your koozie. This koozie, but it's going to be a better one with more shit on it.
And the website.
Website, QR code.
Well, see, what's funny too is we're down here in Texas where all of our drink holders and koozies, it's all designed for cold beverages.
Yeah.
So we got to take into account that there are actually people north of the Mason-Dixon line that might need coffee in the winter to stay alive, and
that's what
hot chocolate, and that's why that tumbler's so cool. It's versatile.
And it's not just some shit, Chinese knockoff. It's made by koozie. I mean, that's like Yeti level. You know what I mean? It's
got some bandwidth to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
So, then we got some nice hats being made. Regular hats, kind of like these, and mesh back hats, and the best one we got The only name we came up for it yet is the cocksucker hat. It's the drill instructor straw.
JP used to wear one of those. That's what we called it all the time.
Your official cocks. Hey, cocksucker, But no, it's a badass. It's a badass, like, what's that material? Straw, but not straw, but it's thicker than straw. But it's
bamboo.
Yeah, bamboo, something like that. But
you can set it on fire if you need to.
Yeah,
to stay warm.
then we'll get some, because everybody's different. I mean, I'm not a visor guy, but there's visor guys out there or gals.
Heck, we can go with the big brim hat if you needed to keep the sun off of you.
We are. Yeah. What do they call those? Bucket hats? Like,
Yeah.
Remember those ones I had made?
Yeah, bucket hat.
Yeah. Remember the ones I had for my boat? Those sun hats? You still got it, don't you? Feeling lucky?
Yeah, but I just got caps. I don't have the bucket hat one. I've got a boatload of bucket hats I got from American Standard that I bought
thought I
about
gave
30
you
of
one.
those. No, I would have wore that thing galore. But I was wearing one.
I've got it out here. I've got them out here.
Well, give me one.
I will. God dang it.
All right, take a break.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you said one day you wore it out at the golf course in front of JP.
No, it was Mike McGoy wanted one. No, it was the Feeling Lucky, but it was just a brimmed hat is what I got.
Oh, no, I've got some badass sun hats.
Oh, I'd wear that golfing.
Oh, it's got the zip up underneath here. But
Oh.
these, the ones I'm talking about, they're
See, in Texas here too, it might
Mhm.
be 100 degrees, but the wind could be blowing 30 miles an hour out of the south. That's why it's warm, because the wind comes from the south.
bringing all the humidity with it.
In the winter, it comes from the north. and yeah,
Yeah.
Then you just stay in your house.
So that's the question. So you got the list. Let's go through it again. Customized box.
And this box is nice. I mean, this is something, once.
Yeah, he'll show a picture of it.
Yeah, it's kind of, hell, put your cigars in it, do something.
So- Yeah. Okay. So
It'll be a family heirloom someday.
yeah. So here's the thing of why I'm asking this. Okay, is because number one, I want to keep the price affordable, but I want cool shit to go in there. So I don't want. So I've got other stuff that we're buying, and we're going to put it on the website. And if people want to buy it, I mean, we're not going to charge. You know what I mean? It's not like this is going to be like, okay, we're going to buy all this merch. And I mean, yeah, we want it. We got to make money around here to keep the boat afloat. But the shit that you want to buy in your man kit, it's your man kit. We're not going to. That's not a. We don't want to make that a money grab. You know what I mean? We got to pay for, because dude, the man card, the bottle opening man card, that card, whether you buy 50 or you buy 3,000, they are $10 a piece.
Yikes.
You get up into the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 piece mark, it goes maybe down to like $9.25. Yeah, they're not cheap. So, and it's like the tumbler. That tumbler's fucking $17.
Are those man cards numbered?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
serial numbered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to get in low
Yeah,
someday.
Yeah.
That'll be worth.
I mean, hey, but don't discount the old man card. I still got. God bless. Got to break it out.
I got mine.
Where are you at?
Yeah, got to put my glasses on.
Come on, baby. Beat him to the punch. That's the old one.
Yep.
Serial number 001. So hang on to those if y'all have got them, because these will be collector's items one day.
Yeah, I got my man card. Now, that's a most man deal there. I got it. Look at there. 0006.
Yeah, you got fucked on that number.
I know you fucked me.
You should have been like in the top 3.
0007. That would have been the.
Oh, Zach, you asshole.
Well,
He's not an asshole. Zach, the old guy that
yeah.
he got triple O's. I wasn't even thinking about it. About what numbers would mean.
What a most man moment and not thinking about it.
Yeah. This is a guy that and Zach, shout out Zach. This is not a kick to the balls.
Because you're not here, we would.
No, but I didn't even know. I hardly knew the guy. I mean, it was like our first time meeting. Like, I didn't know if it was going to be good or not or whatever. But I'm like, hey man, if you're gonna join in on this thing, you got to have your man card. Gave it to him, and he was like, fucking sweet, man. I got 007, and I was like, fuck, man, that was one that shouldn't have got away. Or like 69 or
People will be counterfeiting 007s. There'll be like 30 007s out there.
well, hell, 007 with that's the 7th is my birthday, man. That I would have liked to
Oh,
have
yeah,
that.
you're a 7 freak.
Yeah. I got the 777s on my side. Born
Yep.
September 7th, 1977. My B-day is 9777. So I got the 9 lives and the 777s on my side. Lucky 7s.
But no man card to prove it. So,
Huh?
No man card to prove it.
No.
It got away.
So we'll figure out think about number 666.
Give that one to Johnny.
No, what's some other numbers?
Yeah.
69, 007, 21, lucky 21, 777s,
13.
13, 11, Snake Eyes, Deuce, 12.
Yeah, well, yeah, all these numbers, it's
but
gonna mean
everybody's
something
getting
to
it's somebody else. Yeah,
Like somebody could be a card freak and they get 52 and they're like, yeah, man, I play blackjack.
Yeah.
Or, or shit, 11.
11.
Or 7.
Yeah.
7-Eleven. Because they like freaking craps, not because they go to fucking buy beer at the store.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. There's going to be all sorts of numbers that
People's birthdays and their anniversaries and all that.
Yeah.
People start using their man card number for like codes for shit. What do you got to put in passwords for everything?
Here's my ultimate on that, on the man card. Here's my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Okay, is to if you want to set it right here, I got a trash can over here.
I'll keep it off the camera so we don't get in trouble because people will see my beer brand. Fuckers.
No, so here's what my plan is for the man card in the future. Is for it to be now I'm gonna have to get some investors to get involved with this, but turn it into a low interest credit card. Like how all these fucking credit cards are 18, 17, 20.
27 if you miss a payment by 30 minutes.
Right, but
to
the people in the men's club, we give them a decent interest rate.
Start a credit union. Have your own membership. That's how a credit union has to have.
How many members?
Well, it has to be a certain group. You can't just be like a credit union open to the world.
Yeah, it's like
have
educational
firemen or first responders or
education employees, credit union.
Most man.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, write that one down.
Credit union.
Timmy's on fire.
I just need some money. I need a loan, so I figured if you started a credit union.
But no, think about it. It your man card could be your go-to credit card. That we got to make interest because we're loaning money.
And you could be married to a most man, so women can get the credit card too.
Yeah.
Well, women can join the most man club. So.
Well, but I've also got Tyler can attest to this. We had a problem when we were getting the man card made. They were like, hey, we tested this jointhemensclub.com and it's not working. So I called GoDaddy and he was like, hey man, you've got some domains over here about to expire. You started naming them off and he was like, you got mostwomen.com, mostwoman.com, I'm a most woman, I'm a most man. All this, dude, because back then, dude, I think I'm down to like 486 domains, but I had upwards of like 700.
I remember when we first started talking about this, and I'd throw out some. Oh, yeah, it'd be great. Oh, I got that one. I was like anything I threw out that I thought was a great idea. You're like, oh yeah, I wrapped that one up. Yeah. I almost wanted to call you a liar, but it was too outrageous. You just know, you know when somebody's bullshitting you, but there's some people when they say something, you're like, you want to call bullshit, but I know they're crazy enough to do that, so I can't call bullshit.
Dude, I've got some on my dad. I've got all my dad's slogans.coms.
Braindamage.com.
These are my breasts.com.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me think of
would you give him a titty twister one time and he goes, leave these alone?
These are my nipples.com.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, he used to whenever he would talk about, he's like, yeah, I pounded her uterus. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man, I don't think anybody wants their uterus pounded. It's like pounderuterus.com. Poundheruterus.com. Poundmyuterus.com. What was dude, I've got so many that I'd have.
Hey, there you go. There's some merch you could have.
Oh.
A shirt with all the .coms, all,
Yeah.
10,000 freaking idiot.coms things.
Poundmyuterus.com. Poundyouruterus.com. Yeah, I used to, he's like, yeah, I had a girlfriend up. I used to pound her uterus. And I was like, God bless, dude. Fucking.
Yeah. You don't even want an explanation. You're like, oh, okay, let's move on.
I'm going to say it on here, but he said it about my mom. I just pound your mother's uterus. And I'm like, God almighty, dude.
So he's totally out of it for saying that. You're just as big of an idiot for getting a .com of it.
Well, no, my cousin he's like, dude, you got to. That's back when all this whole Most Man shit got started, dude. That's how it all got started. We were like, man, as when YouTube first started coming out, and we were telling my dad, we were like, look, let us just put a body cam on you or a helmet cam or something and just live your life normally. And let us document your life, and we'll call it the patty cake cam, okay? Let us just document your life, and we'll make millions. Just be you. That's all you have to do.
The only problem is people would have thought it was scripted or something. Because I'm just saying. Because people would go, "There's no way this dude just did that on the fly," and you're like, "Hell, he does shit like that all the time,
every day." Came walking in the break room one day, fucking pinky hanging off his finger. The end of his pinky just like laid over. He's like, "I'll be right back." He said, "Get me a beer. I gotta go wash this out." And I said, dude, you need to go to the hospital. He said, oh, hell no, I got some paper towels and electrical tape. And he fucking made his own little cast. And it grew back. And that's what, and he walked back, grabbed the beer, like, he just chopped the fucking finger off. Okay, it's hanging by a thread. And he's like, grabs the beer, thanks. It's hot, summertime. Slams it in his koozie. He's like, I gotta go finish washing out my truck. I'm like, I remember Boom going, he is a fucking badass. And I was like, dude, that's him. What, doctor's going to do the same thing, just put cotton on it and a hard cast. Well, shit, man. Look how strong this electrical tape is.
They'd probably charge me $100.
Yeah, I got Tylenol up there, beer, got some whiskey up there if I have to.
All right, well, back to the swag. Otherwise, we'll get royally derailed on.
Yeah. So, what would y'all want on top of what we got? What do you think would be cool in a man kit? Okay. So, Tim threw out a good one. Flasks, which I've already sent the email off for that. Flasks would definitely be cool. Tyler had a good idea of like a cigar club, like nice cigar lighters, but because I'm going to have this guy on here. His name's Tim, and his wife is actually the one that I'm really wanting to use for the merch, the bulk of it. That's what she does, is merch. But Tim runs the cigar shop that I buy all my cigars from. He's a cigar guy. He's an old he's coming on here. He is a cool fucking guy. He has no filter, but he used to be a teacher. He was a teacher his whole life. So he's seen all the shit. You know what I mean? Just kids, and he's like, I've taught every subject. He's like, man, he's like, I could tell your people a whole lot of shit to avoid, you know. But he's my cigar guy.
How old is he? Ish.
I'd say early 50s or mid 50s.
All right. Just
But he's
trying to get some.
I don't want to tell his personal business, but he's doing okay. He's got some inherited oil wells and shit, you know, that.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Right, but that's
We're
what
in
I'm
Texas.
saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is
we all got some.
he's just on fucking cruise control right now. He's just fucking just taking it the way he wants to. He's the manager of the cigar shop, doesn't need the money. But that's what we were talking about. He's like, well, if we're smoking, like if I'm going to be a regular,
Get some private label humidors made.
humidors and his rate on cigars are cheaper than anybody could get them for. Right?
Yep.
So we could I'm not saying that the deal's done, but I'm saying that
He's interested to see where it can go, which that's half the battle.
yeah, save everybody money on cigars. Get them a cigar kit, whiskey kit, you know, does flask, whiskey glass, you know. But I don't want to put stuff in the man kit. I just want the man kit to be blunt.
Generic, where it reaches the most people with the most, because some people
Return.
couldn't give a flying crap about a cigar. and-
Exactly. It's just like Tyler's a big whiskey guy. I'm a tequila guy. I just drink it straight out of the bottle. I
And
don't
I'm-
need a
Then I'm a
glass.
beer guy.
Yeah. So, well, he's a beer guy too, but I'm just saying he appreciates whiskey way more than I do. I mean, I like a good whiskey drink. Don't get me wrong. But, so that's the question. What would y'all want in your man kit and or cool merch, you know?
You know, because shipping's kind of an issue too. You know, you can't have, you know, giant shit that cost a fortune to ship. You know, I mean something big, light, but you know, like a big Mark Mahoney cardboard cutout, life size. Most man Mark Mahoney standing to the side. You know, how do you ship that?
Right.
We need to get some cardboard Mahonies.
Right. Well, and Tim's mentioned cornhole boards.
Oh yeah, that was early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cornhole boards. But there's a lot of cool shit that we can get. Like we're going to put this on the website. It's a power bank for your cell phone or any item that needs charging. Okay. But these are something that you would pay $50 for in the store. And if I buy them in bulk,
Right.
just because they've got our logo on there, they could still be $35.
I was in a liquor store in Liberty City, Texas, and they had the 10 Commandments in the drive-through window. I like that. The 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
And if you went inside, they had a sign that said, "We rip off the other guy and pass the savings on to you," which I think was the greatest sign I've ever seen. So that should be our logo around here.
Yeah.
We'll rip off the other guy and pass the savings on to you.
Let me write that shit down.
I mean, it could already be copyrighted or something,
Well,
but
or Tyler.
But see, you know,
that's
we-
the beauty of Tyler over here. He's gonna get that.
well, we need to have, like you're saying, I say we. You need to have the.
Oh, you're part of the you're part of the team.
I know it, but you know, you got the generic stuff like you're saying, but then like the premium swag shit. Like, how about like a set of pool balls with the Most Man logo on them? You know, still, you know, has the colors that are normal pool balls, but you know, Most Man logo pool balls or something. You know,
Yeah.
just stuff that.
Stuff that when you go buy it, here's the thing. Here's all of this is when you buy in bulk, and I've set my budget aside to do this because that's really where we're going to make a steady revenue stream. Not only
and you can roll it back into other good shit.
Right, and it doesn't have to be loud and proud most man shit or join the men's club.
Darts.
Yeah.
Most man darts. You know, stuff you'd see in a man cave. Pool balls, darts, a flask. Oh, hey, old Don, my buddy Don, I've only asked him for one thing in his will, and he has this portable bar. It's a little miniature looking suitcase with a handle on it, and he kept his scotch in there and a couple glasses. And that thing has been to more concerts and you can't just, he's had this thing for like 50 years. It's leather, and it's a portable bar. It's unbelievable.
Tyler, write that one down.
So, yeah, this is all the top shelf, top notch, you know.
Cool shit.
Cool shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just got to get in with the right person who can hook you up with the deal on.
Well, through
you know,
all
this stuff.
through all this, I'm in tune now, but but I've always bought a bunch of merch and shit for my companies, so I'm in tune with how to get it and where to find it. And it's these promo companies. They've got they all buy from this one supplier. They just upload the artwork and but they have everything known to man.
Well, let me ask you this, because I've never done all the, you know, merch and crap, and I know you're Mr. Merch in general. 20 years ago, it would have cost you $1 trillion to get 3 colors on something. And now it's because of computers and the way it all works and uploading it, and they, you know,
you approve it, and it's done.
In the old days, it was, you know, it was just a monumental task to get multiple colors or, you know, the quality you want. So in this day and age, you get more for your money, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and higher quality stuff. Like so these koozies are quality koozies.
Yeah, I like it. Feels good.
Yeah, and I did it online. Hell, I think it was last Thursday or Friday, and man,
and here they are.
Oh, they were trying to deliver them yesterday and the day before. I mean, they came all the way from China. Yeah.
They fly them over on the Concorde or something?
Hell, I don't know. But they came over quick.
Good grief.
Yeah. So we're getting hats and the shirts. We're going to always have different versions of the shirts because all the slogans and stuff that we have, I have a long list of slogans. You know, most men this, most men that, most men this.
From A to uterus, man. You got it all.
Yeah.
And everything in between.
Yeah. Most men cannot pound a uterus.
I've never tried that I know of.
But most men can pound a uterus. Men in the men's club can pound uterus.
That's a mind twister.
I don't even know if nobody's gonna walk around with that fucking shirt.
No.
I don't get offended by much, but I looked at him like, you sick motherfucker, man. What is wrong with you? You know, like, that is, number one, it's my mom, too. You're my dad. You know, I mean, like, is there not a fucking line here? I mean.
You almost want to ask him, you know, did you hear that somewhere? Did you come up with that yourself? You know, just not letting them know. I want to know if you're sick, or did you just, you know, copy that?
I don't know, man. The stuff that he came up with, it's just like me, the stuff I come up with. It just comes, boom. Boom. Some of the stuff I say, boom, boom. It happened to me. Well, I'm not going to go in on this but my neighbor the other night. I'm not going to go into detail what happened, but dude, she was giving me she was hammered, okay? But I mean, just all day long. Amazon's here. I'm like, well, okay, tell them to leave the fucking shit on my front porch, you know? Do you have a stopper for the sink? I need to wash dishes. I don't have one, and my sink's only this deep. And I'm like, well, all of ours are. Yeah, I got 2. You can have one. You want to have a beer? No. I got to figure out what the fuck's going on with my son and dinner and blah, 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 blah. I got shit to do still. This is all in a 2-hour period, okay? Well, I'll be back on the back patio when you're ready. My back patio, not hers, mine. So I'll walk outside to cook my steak for the evening. Okay? I stole one of your chairs. And I'm like,
She was wanting a uterus massage.
oh, well, hang on. It gets better. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on here, man? Not only that, the morning she moved in, I just got out of bed. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'd done the sauna the night before. This is the day before I'm going on vacation. This is how my fucking day before vacation started. Did the sauna the night before, so I was just like fucking dragging ass. I don't know if you've ever done sauna before, but if you do one at night, you will sleep the deepest sleep you have ever slept. And if you don't have an alarm set, you can sleep till 10 or 11 just like that. Even though you're used to popping up, you might pop up at 5.
Take a piss and go back to bed.
Oh, easily. I mean, or if you wake up at all. There's mornings where I've woke up and be like, fuck, it's noon. But I get all fucked up. I'll get all fucking, not hammered, but I'll get a good buzz going. That's what's cool about it, is that you can get a good buzz. Oh, we need a most man sauna.
So yeah, that's easy to ship.
Huh?
Yeah, that's easy to ship.
Well, you saw it in my house, right?
Yeah.
It was only like $200, but dude, that fucking thing works. Okay, but what's cool about it is that if you got a good buzz, like a good beer buzz, dude, you get to keep your buzz, but you're sweating out all the bullshit that gives you a hangover in the morning.
Why don't you just drink in the sauna then?
Oh, I do.
Have like a bar, have a bar where everybody just has their own little sauna.
Oh, I do. But because tequila makes you sweat in heat. Like when fighters cut weight and all that, they'll take shots of tequila before they get in the sauna or the hot tub or whatever.
They don't call it tequila for nothing.
Yeah. So, but what the purpose of what I'm saying is that you sweat out all the bullshit that gives you a hangover, but you keep your buzz. You keep your buzz. Like the buzz it's actually increased because it's so pressurized.
You can keep your buzz. That ought to be a slogan there.
Yeah, you can keep your,
your
on
buzz.
the side of the sauna it says most men keep their buzz and sweat the shit out. No hangovers here. It's the hangover cure station, man, I'm telling you. But the only problem is if you got shit to do in the morning, you know what I mean? You need to make sure you do it early enough.
Playing around.
Yeah, you need to do it early enough at night to where knowing that if you don't have your alarm set. Now, you wake up refreshed. But I'm just saying, if you don't set your alarm, it's so capable to just be like waking up going, fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how refreshed you are if you're already late.
Yeah.
You got to be somewhere at 10 and you wake up at 10:15.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter unless you got a time machine.
Yeah.
You're fucking late.
Yeah, so I'm walking out this next morning. Excuse me, sir. I don't even have my underwear on. hadn't even brushed my teeth yet. I mean, that's how just awake I am. I'm going out to my truck to do something. I'm getting something that I need. Probably like
Are you naked out there?
no, I'm just wearing my shorts that I wear to bed. Or, before I go.
Okay, well, you say you ain't got my underwear on yet. I just thought you trudged out of the house naked.
No, I'm just free balling in my shorts.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, shorts. I'm with you.
Yeah, but, those things move, and she's like, I need you to install my washer and dryer for me.
Oh, Jason, that's a little stretch.
Yeah, and I'm like, who are you? I'm your new neighbor. Okay. I install it. No big deal.
And then he installed it. I would have told her, "Well, you can keep the chair, you know."
No, this is the first day I met her. The whole chair thing was a week or two later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I'd already gone on vacation. Okay, so I did that the day before vacation and put her washer and dryer in. And I met her, and she's a cool girl. I mean, you know what I mean? She's really, what's the word for her? She's a handful, man. She's got a lot of energy, man. And she's, and you're like, okay.
She didn't have enough energy to install a washer and dryer, though.
And man, that was fucking heavy too, dude. I was like, fuck.
You could have talked her through it. Say, "I'll sit over here and, you know, yeah, put that hose over there." And
No, so I did. I installed it. And I was all right, nice to meet you, this, that, and the other. And so she came over that night, and we sat on my back patio and had some drinks and all that. And she drinks. But but later on that fast forward to this is Friday or no, Saturday night. She'd been drinking all. I don't know what time she started drinking, but at least noon on. So she was the all day soak, and I just started drinking at like 6, you know. And I had shit to do the next morning. Wasn't looking to be tying one on. Wasn't looking for any of that. Just wanted to relax on my patio and smoke a cigar. We're out there, and all of a sudden, she's like, "I'm out of beer. I need you to take me to the store." I'm like, "Hang on, is there a ring on my finger? Or are you my girlfriend?" "No, I'm not taking you to the store." In my head, I'm going, "Why don't you go up to Jake's if you want to find I bet you there's a guy up there that wants some boyfriend duties, but I don't." You know. So we're on and on. I'm like, "Well, you can drink these raspberry Happy Moms that I get that in a dire pinch, you know."
Yeah, the variety 12 pack that's
that
what's left.
Yeah, the stuff that I don't like, you can just drink these. And it's just, I was like, "How many do you want?" She's like, "Bring 2 at a time." And I'm like, "Fuck, guy, I don't do 2 at a time until I'm drunk, you know, or I don't want to get up again. I'll have one cocked and loaded, and I'll drink the other one, and then all of a sudden, I hadn't even finished my one. I'm ready for 2 more. I'm like, fuck. Well, all of a sudden, she turns on the music and is just like wanting to sing and do all. "Come on, sing with me, sing with me, sing with me." And I'm like, "I'm not as drunk as you, and I don't want to sing with you. Like when I get drunk enough to sing, I'll sing on my own, you know." And it's just constant, this whole thing of, I'm like, I'm trying to be nice because honestly, I'm not going to say her name, but we talked about this. It's clear, okay. But I walked back and my son was like, "Dude, what the fuck is wrong with that girl?" And I'm like, "There's nothing wrong." I said, "She's just drunk off her ass, you know. Nothing wrong with her. She's a nice person. She's just fucking hammered, you know." Well, so I come back out, and she starts in on the singing again, and I'm like, "Okay, hold up." I said, like, "What's going on here? You like, I'm not down with the boyfriend duties, and like, are you trying to get with somebody? Like, what's your plan here?" And she took that like I was like, "Are you wanting to get down with me? You know, I'm just saying, hey, like, I need to know what, you know, what the fuck, you know, here's my line. I'm not singing with you. I'm not, that's a boyfriend duty, right?" And
so she took it as, "Okay, I'll cut out the bullshit. Let's just get to the good stuff, huh?"
Well, no, she stood up and walked off like I was hitting on her, you know, and I'm like, I got so much shit going. You think that's the last thing I'm worried about is trying to get some from the neighbor, right? I mean, whatever. So, and I was like, "What are you so fucking pissed off about?" Now, and she's walking over to her house, and she had her little cigarette holder that she put all her cigarettes in. I was like, hey, you forgot your cigarette holder. She's like, I'll get that tomorrow. And I was like, well, fuck that. I don't want to sit here and smell all this shit burning. I fucking chunked it over the fence. And, but I didn't feel bad about anything. I was just like, what the fuck, man? You know?
Why does this shit always find you?
Huh?
You know, you always seem to attract these crazy ass stories, or
I know.
I mean, there's just something about you that
I know.
if there's 10 people in a room and something crazy is going to happen to somebody,
Yeah.
it's you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
And I see it coming every time. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Here we go. Another good story. Let's just fucking navigate this thing properly. And so that she didn't even come out of her house the next day. Monday, I could tell that she was going out with her friends or whatever, to where she was trying to avoid me. But the other night, I caught her outside, and I said, hey, get over here. I said, man, I hope that you didn't think I was hitting on you the other night, because I wasn't. And let me tell you, and she's like, I don't remember anything. She's like, don't even tell me. I was like, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Because she didn't. I mean, except for the excessive boyfriend.
Just being
boyfriend
kind of
duty.
exuberant over there.
Yeah. I said, the only thing that you did wrong is, and it's not wrong, you just exposed how much you like Whiskey Myers and how you want somebody to sing with you. But I'm just not your guy to sing with you. You know. And she's like, oh, my God, I was so embarrassed. I was like, no, don't be embarrassed. We all been there. But you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't do anything. You're still my neighbor. You're still welcome on my – but here's what I want you to understand. This is my whole point about this. You're safe at my house. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to try to get you drunk and take advantage of you. Or you're allowed to get hammered drunk on my patio.
And you got your son at the house. I mean, how old's he?
13. But he'll be 14.
Well, okay. Well, then maybe you could in front. Just kidding.
Yeah, no. But what I'm getting at is that I know for a fact that would not be cool in front of my son. I know for a fact that he's like, if my mom gets another boyfriend, he's like, I'm going to be fucking pissed. But I don't want to put that pressure on him of bringing girls home or bringing girls around. You know what I mean? He's got enough going on. He doesn't need to live with girls coming in and out of the door. I can handle that on my private business, you know? He doesn't well, number one, he doesn't deserve it, and it would be irresponsible for me to do it. You know what I mean? It would be very selfish.
Well, the neighbor thing too is just, that's a volatile situation. It's almost kind of like having a relationship at work. You know, how do you get away from that? Because you got to go to work every day. So if you have a relationship with your neighbor, most man learning moment over here, and your neighbor you just moved in, that probably means they're going to be there a while. And so if you put yourself into a weird, bad, whatever, funky situation, you got to ride out a weird, bad, funky situation from now on.
Well, it happened with the last neighbor. Thank God she's in another state. Okay? I'm not going to go into detail on that, but yeah,
we're familiar with her. I met her, obviously.
Yeah, it got a little weird there for a minute, and I was like, man.
Well, see, you're an accommodating person, and you're fun and jovial, and so it's almost kind of like you don't have your guard down, but it appears you have your guard down. But you're relaxed, but mentally you're playing chess, and if they do this, I'm going to do that, or I hope they don't do this, but if they do, I'm going to have to do this. But to them, it's like, oh, okay, duh.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, God, how did I get in this? And it's
being too nice.
Because you were too nice, and you were too laid back, and you were too accommodating.
Right. It's like why those pesticides are sitting on my front patio right now is because the last neighbor, anytime she needed something done, I did it for her. And happily. I mean, aren't you supposed to do that for your neighbor if you can help them? Especially a young single girl, right?
But, no, you hit it. If your neighbor needs help, you help your neighbor. You're just neighbors always happen to be young single girls.
Yeah. So, she knocked on my door one day, and she's like, I've got ants in my kitchen. And I'm like, okay. She's like, well, what are you going to do about it? And I'm like, first off, I'm going to tell you to quit leaving your fucking trash can on your front doorstep where all the ants are coming into your trash can, you know.
And kind of heading down to my door, too.
Yeah. How about we quit doing that? But what I can do
Well,
is,
this is a duplex, so anybody out there trying to picture what's going on, it's not like they live miles apart. It's a duplex.
yeah, I'm on Divorce Row, is what they call it. That's where all the divorced women and men go in the town I live in. So, but at any rate, I was like, I can go down to Dollar General, buy cement powder and some spray and all that, and be happy to help you with that. But
She got some hairspray and a Bic lighter. She would gnash your back.
yeah,
You know that. But the end of
well, she was
Mark
a little,
Mahoney.
yeah, she was a little commie anyway.
It'd have been a Mark Mahoney.
Oh my
moment.
God, that's bad for the environment. Here, turn. Ooh, how about in your face?
You know what? You didn't want ants.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
You know.
I said, well, no, I can order Elon Musk's flamethrower. Did you ever see that?
I didn't know he had. I've seen flamethrowers on the internet, which
Well, no, he made one. Like, do not buy this.
kind of
This is
a pump thing or something.
no. His is fucking badass. He's like, do not buy this. This is a flamethrower. This is dangerous.
Hey, here's a most man moment. A little bit of fire, a little bit, hurts like frickin' hell for a long time. So a lot of fire really hurts like hell for a really long time. It is amazing how a little bit of fire, well, A, can turn into a lot of fire. But if you burn yourself just a little bit, 2 weeks later, you're like, God, man, this is just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So keep the big fire off you. So, you know, if you're going to have a campfire, you put the wood in and you stay away. You don't use accelerants. Don't ever put accelerants on an existing fire. This is, coming from experience, mainly from other idiots, but lay off of the flamethrowers, lay off the accelerants.
Hey, I got a good story on that. When I was back in the chimney business, it was Friday. I'm like 21, 22 years old. We're in Colleyville Friday, 4:30 in the afternoon, and we're going to wrap it up on this one. It's springtime, so it's bird and squirrel season in the chimneys and all that right there. Okay. So we're there, big 2-story house, big roof, and I'm up there, and I look down, and I'm like, fuck, there's no way we're getting these fucking birds out of here today. We're going to be here till midnight. And there were so many of them in there, and they were so fast, we could brush them to the bottom, but they could still fly up. And they'll fly up and then hang on the side of the flue, right? So the lady walks outside, and I'm telling you, all the neighbors are out mowing their yards or doing yard work or whatever. It's Friday. It's a nice day, getting ready for the weekend. And she's like, well, what'd you find? I said, ma'am, we got a problem here. I said, these aren't birds. These are bats. And she was like, what? I said, yeah. And there's probably like 15 of them in here. And she's like, oh, my God. And I said, yeah. She goes, well, what are you going to do? I said, typically when this happens, we burn them out. And she said, well, what are you going to use? What are you going to use? I said, your husband got any Sunday papers around here? Any papers? Back in the day when papers were still papers. She's like, oh, yeah, he's got a big stack. I said, give me a couple days worth of newspaper. I said, you got any gas? And she goes, yeah, we got gas. I said, okay. So I went up there with 1.5 gallons of gas.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I threw all the newspaper down to where it would soak up the gas because I didn't want gas going into the fireplace. Because when you look down a masonry chimney, like the firebox is here, but that back wall leans like this. So the damper, the smoke has to roll over the damper. And that's what grabs the smoke in the smoke shelf. That's what grabs it and goes, okay? So when you look down a chimney, you're not looking at the inside of the fireplace. You're looking back behind the back wall, okay,
Yeah.
and on the smoke
I
show.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, well, I'm just doing it for them.
Okay.
So I throw all the newspaper down to where it'd soak up the gas. Okay. And of course, but
Them fumes don't.
most man moment, dude. And I've got this little 19-year-old kid with me that's training. He's like, and he's an auto head. He's like, Mahoney, do you know how much fucking gas you just poured down there? And I was like, yeah, it's a gallon and a half. He's like, dude. And I mean, I'm seeing the fumes come out of the top.
It's time to quit right there.
Dude, I lit the newspaper, and I'm like, fire in the hole, sitting back behind the chimney, and we're both like, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it blew out on the way down. Then all of a sudden you hear this sucking all the air down inside, and then boom! I mean, it shook. I knocked every picture off the wall in the living room. It blew her glass doors off the fireplace. Everything that was on the mantle, everything. I'm talking all the pictures in the living room off the wall. Neighbors, I saw neighbors walking around in their yard, and all of a sudden they're like, boom! Like, what the fuck was that? And you see all this confetti. And the flame is like probably 8 foot tall. And it's just like a fucking jet engine, dude. And she comes running outside with her hair. She's flipping her hair going, what was that? And I said, they're gone. Because the fucking torch is... I said, don't worry. She said, you knocked every picture off my wall.
That's all you do.
Oh, man. So Tim had to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to wrap this one up. So, merch. Give us some ideas, okay? If there's anything cool that y'all would want, ideas, anything. We want it to be cool, and we want it to be cheap, and we want it to be, affordable to where, it's easier to buy it here and cheaper, get quality stuff for less money, and everybody gets to enjoy cool stuff. So, all right. So, this one will drop next week, and we'll show you pictures of everything that we're working on. So, all right, everybody. Have a good day. I want you to like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartMedia, themostmen.com. info@themostmen.com is the email if you want to reach out. But always, send us some comments. Send us some comments because we read them and your opinion matters, okay? And we're way more nimble now than what we used to be. Everything has moved to a totally different level. So, jointhemensclub.com. And, again, like, subscribe, ring the bell. We are on Rumble. So y'all have a good day. See you next time. Thank you.